Red Garden. Great to have you back if you've been a follower for a while, and hello if you're a new subscriber, a new watcher. I hope this is interesting to you. I always love videos about end of year reviews. I love to see whether people have achieved their goals and what the plans are for 2017. So it's one of my favourite videos to do. I've spent 2 hours this morning organising, counting, ironing in preparation for this video. It's much needed. Everything's been a bit chaotic, so it's good to get organised again for 2017 in terms of my stitching. It might be a long one, certainly once I edit, add in some photos, it might be really long. The good news is my internet upload speed is hopefully a lot better. We have a change to our network for broadband, so I'm hoping it will upload quite quickly and not take 24 hours. So we'll see how we go. Today is Thursday, January the 5th, 2017. So this video is going to be a review on my finishes, my progress on my whips in 2016. I look back as to how, if I achieve my goals that I set for 2016 and what my plans are for 2017. I plan to do Jessie Marie's community tag that she's got going out about 2016, and I'll do that in another video. So today I want to reveal the numbers. So in 2016 I started off with 17 whips. And my whip number, I'm pleased to say, at the end of 2016 is 12. I finished 8 projects and I have 3 or 4 UFOs. I'm not 100% sure whether one's a UFO or not. So I'll go through, firstly, my finishes for 2017. And I guess the big one here is, of course, the Prairie Schooler alphabet. Excuse me while I cover myself up. She is ginormous. Well, I think she's a she. Started at January 2014, finished May 2016. I did a block every 6 to 8 weeks of the alphabet, and I love it. It's so beautiful. As you see, I haven't framed it. One day I want to own a country cottage, and it's going to be framed and go in there. Let's hope the wall's big enough for it. That's the Prairie Schooler alphabet. You have to buy 6 brochures, 6 pamphlets for it. I stitched it on a raw 36 count Belfast linen. Linen is my favourite fabric. And I did it mostly in the recommended colours. I did lighten it up in a few spots. But I'm thrilled with that. I did an anniversary gift for my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, and I will insert a photo here of the finish. I started it in June 2016, finished it in July, got it framed and gave it to my parents. And it's stitched on 32 count antique gold linen. It's a type of Belfast linen. I stitched it with specialty threads. I can't remember now which ones. I should have written it down, shouldn't I? But I didn't. So, and I'll put the magazine that I got it from underneath the screen. Finish number 3 out of 8 is this Vervaco Christmas fox. I know there are lots of fox lovers out there, and I was very pleased to finish this. I bought this from, funny enough, the foxcollection.com.au, an Australian website, catalogue, crafting company, and it was the canvas is already printed, so I stitched over the top. And it is in cross stitch. It's in like an acrylic thread. I think it's like an 11 count canvas. And then I went to our local craft shop in Australia called Spotlight and chose the fabric. And I've got a cute little woodland creatures fabric on the back and that. And I gave it to my son when he came back from a trip away. I had it on the couch waiting for him as a surprise, and he loves it. And I was going to put it away after Christmas. Haven't got around to that yet. And he slept with it last night. He just thinks it's fabulous, which is nice. The next finish was one that I'd started years ago and finally put the finishing stitches in it. It's not a finished object, but it won't be far off. Hopefully I'll get it done this year. I want it as a cushion. This is an Annet Eriksen. I think she's French designer. She's actually come to Spotlight in Australia, so if you like this cushion, you can actually buy the cushion in Spotlight. So here it is. It's called Chateau. It's very French in style, and it's done on Hessian. It was charted to be done half stitches, but I didn't think the coverage was very good, so I just added in a black DMC when I ran out of the pearl cotton and just used a full strand. I moved into my house in 2010, so I changed the date from 17 something to 2010 to reflect when I moved into my current home. I started it in January 2014 and I finished it in December 2016, so it will become a fully finished object. It did come with black and white check, rather a cheap fabric. I'm not sure. I think I might substitute out because I don't think it'll last long. Another finish is my first Chateau. Now, don't get too excited, it's not a large piece. It's just a small freebie from 2011. It was called the 2011 Autumn Freebie, and it's called Fly Agaric, A-G-A-R-I-C. An interesting one. It's a little toadstool, and I finished that. Now, I didn't use the Chartered Delica beads, the Treasure Braid, PB Treasure Braid. I didn't use those. I just went to my local needlework shop and substituted it with Cranix and Mill Hill beads and some Mill Hill beads, sort of treasures, some Shulkowski crystals, emerald kind of crystals in the corner. I think it's so pretty. I love it. I did add some back stitching because I didn't think the stalk stood out very well on this 32 count antique gold Belfast linen. I'm going to make that into a Christmas ornament, and I don't know why I didn't this year. I got lazy. So I'm going to finish it with some beautiful piping, cording around the edges. I'm making a little pillow for my Christmas tree for next year. Very pleased with that. I had two more finishes. They were Mill Hill kit beads, and I will insert a photo with the first one. I noticed that Ladybird Stitcher has just finished this one too. It's called Holiday Express, and I made it for my 6-year-old boy. And here it is. I'll insert a photo now. This is stitched on perforated paper in the kit threads and the kit beads. I finished it in felt. I used an adhesive, I used an adhesive felt. It had a stick to it on the back, so it made it very easy to stick the ornament thread in, and I just sewed that just to secure it properly. And yeah, so I'm very happy with how it turned out. I have finished my other Mill Hill kit that I'd started in 2015, and this is a Scottie dog. I made it for my mother and she was thrilled with it, so I'll insert a photo now. It is stitched on a sort of a blue-grey perforated paper that came with the kit in the kit threads and beads, and my mother thought it was very cute and actually asked did I make it. She actually thought I might have bought it, so I'm very pleased that she questioned that. I also finished, my 8th finish is something I can't show you. It's a secret, and I will reveal it, but I can't reveal it until sometime this year. Okay, so I was very pleased to finish those 8 finishes, especially the Prairie Schooler alphabet. I have a few more this year that I'm sure I'll get finished, and so let's move on to my whips. So first up, and this should have been a finish in 2016, but I don't know, it's just hard sometimes to find time to stitch. I think having kids makes a massive difference. But anyway, this is a Heaven and Earth design. It's Mini Alison Snow White, designed by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And yeah, as you can see, I have almost finished the 16th page. I have 2 columns left. That's it. and it'll be finished. Now, I definitely should finish this by December the 31st. I should really finish it over the next week. I am loving it off the Q-snap. This is for my daughter, who loves a Once Upon a Time TV show, as well as she loves the Blythe dolls, and they've got kind of this look. So I love it. I would definitely do another Jasmine design. I think they're beautiful. And I'll probably do a Faces of Fairy in the future. They're not too overwhelming, not too massive, so very pleased with that. This is a 25 count even weave. I definitely use it again. I hand stitch this 2 over 1, so it meant I could do the loop start, which is very easy. I had the pre-gridded fabric, which worked well. I am doing a Haid on a 28 count, so I'll just see. This is easier to see, definitely easier on the eyes. My husband very sweetly gave me a magnifier floor lamp, so I'm trying that with the 28 count Brittany that I'm using on another Heaven and Earth design I'm about to show you. And so I'm just going to give it a try. If you hold it up to the light, I can see through the black. Is that a big problem? Not really, because I think when they're framed, you don't kind of get that light going through from behind, so I think it's fine. This is whip number 1. All right, whip number 2 is the Mirabilia Enchanted Mermaid. So I started this with a Mrs. Milky Bar Kid. She has a channel on YouTube. She set a challenge January the 1st, 2015. I started it, and then I didn't put a stitch in it all year after that. So I was determined this year to show it some love. And so I have been working on this a lot of evenings in place of the Prairie School alphabet. So it's probably been a bit of a focus piece. I have been absolutely loving the Krennic. I love Krennic, it's beautiful. And I don't think I've used any other specialty threads on this. No, it's no like Karen Water Lilies or anything. I'm absolutely loving it though. So I'm working my way up to the torso here, and we'll then do 1 over 1 skin. So wish me luck, I've never done that before. I haven't had much luck 1 over 1 in the past with projects. I don't know how it would go. This is stitched, I'll put a picture in of what she looks like at the end. I'll insert that here. Okay, this is stitched on Chromatic Alchemy's 28 count hand-dyed fabric I won online a few years ago. I didn't ever have the name of it, unfortunately. As he says, beautiful mixture of blues and greys, which remind me of water. Very happy with that. It's going really, really well. As you know, I do like my Bothy thread kits, and I've already done the Cut Through Castle. That was completed in 2015. I have another Bothy threads on the go, and this one's called Kings and Queens. It's stitched on a 14 count Ada, so it's actually a massive piece of fabric, and I'm not sure I really want to design this big. They're very hard to find wall space for. Anyway, I'm going to stitch it for my daughter. So maybe she'll have to find a wall space when she moves out. She's just turned 18. So it's a few years away probably. I finished William the First in 2016, and then I started William the Second, 2016 also, and now I've started Henry the First. It's very cute. So 14 count white Ada by Zweigart. I started this in January 2015, so I have been very slow. I used to try and stitch it on Tuesday, like Royal Tuesday. I just made that up, and that didn't really work because I'm not really doing it. It's an alright piece, but it's not all completely pushing my buttons, so I really have to be in the mood to stitch it. Next up has been a focus piece over the last few months, another Bothy Threads cut through kit called the Cut Through Pirate Ship, and I'm stitching this before my son gets too old for it. He's 6, turning 7 in February, so I need to finish it this year. It is stitched on the kit fabric, which is light blue Ada Zweigart, again, and it's 16 count, and here it is. I am going really well with it. I've done for 3 pages and I'm on the 4th. So it's obviously got lots of back stitching to go on, which doesn't seem to take me too long, probably a couple of nights at the end. With a cut through castle, it didn't take as long, and this isn't as big as a cut through castle. So I am loving it. It's great fun, and it's really easy to pick up. It's a sort of thing I can do when I'm really tired and I'm watching TV, or just about to turn off the light in bed and I just want something easy to stitch. Patterns are beautifully organised, so they're so easy to read. Colours are beautifully sorted, so it's really easy. It's a really good one if you're not in the mood for lots of counting. I find the Enchanted Mermaid is wonderful, but I do have to be fairly alert, or I just hard to find your place, hard to keep up with your art where you are, and you have to count and concentrate. Whereas this one, it's pretty easy to pick up. I love it for that. It's good. And I'm really pleased with my progress to get this far, and I should finish this in 2017. Next up is one that's been hanging around since 2013. So I started this in winter 2013, which is June in Australia. And this is called Shores of Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. And I'm pleased to say I've put in so many more stitches than I had done ever before. So here we are. See, I've done the top row almost. I do have to fill in the white of this house. So I started off the year halfway through block 2. I'd done block 1, halfway through this one, block 2. Yay, I finished it, which is great. So I've messed around with the pattern. This is 32 count Belfast linen, antique gold. Sold at my local needlework shop, so I've used it quite a lot, and I love that linen. But the project, like, it's meant to have 4 blocks across, and that is massive. What am I going to do with that? Where am I going to find the wall space for that? So I've cut it down. I've decided to make a cushion. So I'm only going to stitch 9 blocks. So I've messed around with the blocks. I'm going to put in a picture of what it looks like at the end now. So you can see where I've done all the filling. I've just eliminating 3 blocks that aren't my favourite. So I am loving this. It's my car project. So if I'm at the swimming pool with my son or watching gymnastics and I want something to do, I just pull it out. It's in the DMC thread. I didn't spend money on the MPI. I'm not 100% sure that was the right decision, as I know I'm not totally in love with the colours in this block, but at the same time, if it's a cushion cover, I can wash it if it's in DMC, so it's probably sensible, isn't it? I would do I would do Hawk Run Hollow things on a much smaller count linen if I do another one, and I do have another pattern. I have Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, and I would definitely be doing that on a 40 count. Next up, I've got another old project. I took this over in 2009 from a friend who hadn't finished it. She'd done the top third, and I've put a lot of love into it this year. So I've made some really good progress on some very old whips over the last year, so I'm very proud of myself. This is a Dimensions kit. It's a gold kit, so there's a few different types of kits in Dimension, 2 different types of kit styles, and this is the gold version. It's called Promises Kept, and it's a Noah's Ark piece. And I am pleased to say I've almost finished. I'll put a photograph in of what it looks like at the end so you can see. Now, I am not going to do any more. I'm not doing any more of the border. I've pretty much run out of thread. I can't be bothered matching it. I do have to go out and get some grey because I've run out of grey from the elephant. So, and I'm not going to bother writing to any company asking for more thread. I'll just go and match it. So very pleased with that. It's so cute. It's almost there. I think I'm going to make that into a cushion. So that should be a finish for 2017. This is a very old project. It's a cross stitch, but like the Fox cushion, it's not counted, so the colours are already printed on. It's a designer's forum piece and it's absolutely stunning. Cost me a fortune all the years ago, and I've put some more love into it. I've finished the outside border of the maroon border around over the year, and I just need to work at it consistently. Just pick it up once a week, Jan. Just pick it up once a week, please. Okay, let's hope this year will be better. So anyway, I'll put a bit of love into it. It's a wool thread, Appleton's wool, and it is beautiful. Now, this is quite a popular piece on FlossTube over the last year and in the Facebook groups. This is Santa's Village by Country Cottage Needleworks, and I decided I'd start last January the 1st. It'll be my new year, new day, new start, whatever it was. And so I'm stitching this, and I was going to stitch a block a month, and guess how many have I done? One and a tiny bit. So this is Santa's house block. Now I had this as my car project, but I've got to stop doing that. I need to get it on Q-snaps. I need to put a grime guard around it because I can't wash it at the end. It's got gas threads and weak dye works, and it'll just run. So I need to get Q-snaps and a grime guard, and I need to try and do a block a month because it'd be lovely to have it done for next Christmas, wouldn't it? Yes. I don't have all the blocks either, so I'm going to do something. I'm hoping I can get the remaining last 4 row at the end. Alright, so this is a beautiful smoky grey, I think it's called Smoky Pearl, and I bought it at my local needlework shop. It's a Belfast linen. This is 32 count. It's beautiful. I love it. So I'm very happy with that. It just looks so pretty, doesn't it? I just need to get back to it. Pull it out regularly. The next one's a new start for 2016, and it's Foxgloves. It's called Foxgloves by Derwent Water Designs. I'll put in what it looks like at the end. Okay, so this is what I've done, and I love Foxgloves. They are my favourite flower. So I was thrilled when I found this piece, and I really wanted to finish it this year, so I need to get back to it so I can finish it for 2017. Alright, so I bought this pattern off eBay, and it came as a kit, but I took out the fabric, and this is a beautiful fabric. I got it from Stitches and Spice that are now shut, and it's a fat quarter. It's called Spice Blend Wintered Marble, and it's gorgeous. Belfast linen, 32 count. I'm loving it. 2/2. Oh, it's so pretty in the mauves and pinks and creams. So that's definitely one I want to get back to. Another new start I had it was the 1st of July 2016, and I started this with Pyrex stitches. Hi Claire. And it's called Celtic Christmas, and you would know it. It's a lovely lavender lace pattern. I will pop in what it looks like as a finish. Alright, so I'm stitching this on a beautiful Perman linen. It's 28 count and it's in antique gold. I'm just doing the top part. I haven't started the lady at all, and I've just done the DMC colours so far. There are some beautiful metallics in it, but I haven't bought them yet, so I'll need to get down to that. I think I'll have one lady in my whip pile, a regular focus piece at a time, and I've got the Enchanted Mermaid at the moment, so I'm thinking once the Enchanted Mermaid is finished, then she'll get some love. So I don't know, just a lot of people do that, don't they? They just have one mirror or one lady in at a time, and Lavender and Lace and Mirabilia are so related to each other that I'll probably have one mirror, one or Lavender and Lace in my rotation, or my focus kind of piece at a time. I think that makes sense to me. And finally, my last whip. I have to find it. Where is it? Finally, my last whip is this, and it's a new start for 2016 as well. I will tell you my new starts in a moment, just to clarify. This is Heaven and Earth Design. so it's hard to see, isn't it? The light goes straight through it. This is Four Seasons by Yerka. Heaven and Earth design. Michelle Sayeta charted it. It's massive. So I'm stitching this on 28 count Brittany 1/1. I'll insert a photo of what it looks like at the finish. Now I started this in March for a Heaven and Earth challenge. I wanted to do the Heaven and Earth checkerboard challenge. You had to do 10 checkerboard blocks, and you needed a full page to do it, and I couldn't do that on my mini Heaven and Earth design, so I'm doing that now. And I've done, so I did finish that challenge and I'm starting to fill it in, and then I needed a new page to do this challenge, the Heaven and Earth design challenge that started on the 1st of January, and that is to stitch a whole page by April the 7th, so, or April the 1st. Anyway, so I've done that. I've started that there, so I'm starting on page 2 here. So I'll have to finish that in April. I think it's tiny, tiny, tiny stitches. Yeah, I'm pleased to get back to it. It's great. I'd started it, done the Hay challenge, focused on mini Alice and Snow White when I was stitching my Heaven and Earth designs, and thought, no, I have to get back to this, get back to it, get back to it. So I'm very pleased to get back to it. Having a challenge like the Hay challenges on the new official Facebook group is great, a great incentive. I did one of those challenges last year and I haven't been able to do more because I went away overseas to Italy in September, so I knew there was no point doing it then. I was going to lose 3 weeks of that challenge, and the challenge, the one before, was cross country, and I was like, no, don't really do cross country. Anyway, cross country stitching. So I'm excited. It's forcing me to do a page, which is fabulous. Okay. And the lucky last whip is this one. Now this is the one that may go into the UFO pile. I just don't know how I feel. I hate this fabric. It's cream 18 count even weave Ada, and it's stiff, and it's, I don't know, it's not like the Ada in the Bothy threads kits for some reason. Now I think I need to put on Q snaps when I do it, and if I actually buy Q snaps, I have it already on the Q snaps waiting to go, rather than taking the Q snaps on and off all the time. That just works so much better for me. And when I look at it, it is really neat. I've put it aside for a while. And actually what I think I'll do is I'll actually stitch the width of the book down. I was trying to stitch this like I would stitch my Hades, and I thought, no, actually I think I might like this better if I'm stitching it book by book. So I'll insert a photo of what it looks like at the end. This is called Classic Book Spines by Purple Stitching. I bought the pattern off Etsy. They're all like the classic penguin books that have got the most beautiful flocked covers, and this is a picture of that. So very pretty colour. So I think I'll keep it in my whips and not put it in the UFO pile for now, and just see how I go with it. I think I just need to work on it for a couple more hours, see how I'm feeling about it. I thought maybe I should restart it. Anyway, we'll just wait and see. So I do have a couple of UFOs, so my whip list is a bit smaller. I'm getting rid of this one. This is a Heaven and Earth design, Amy Stewart's Treasure Hunt bookshelf, but it's from Fox to Dragon, so it's like a bit of the Treasure Hunt bookshelf that's been cut. And I thought, oh great, I want to stitch a whole bookshelf, I'll just do some of it. But I'm not liking this. I did it tent stitch. It's not coming up very well. I just don't think it's very clear. Oh no, I don't like it. It's on 25 count even weave, which Alice and Snow White was on 25 count even weave, but I just don't like this. I just don't think it's looking very nice. Now another Jan from the new official Facebook group very kindly racked me the actual Treasure Hunt bookshelf full pattern. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and just do that. not have this. I'll show you a photo of what the treasure hunt bookshelf pattern's like from Fox to Dragon, and you can decide yourself. Anyway, this is my UFO pot. Off the Q-snaps. The Q-snaps can go on to another project, and I'm scrapping that. So the other UFO I have at the moment is this one. It's a Bucella kit, Touch of Gold. Now, I stuffed it up when I started this. I didn't read the pattern properly. I was meant to do some one-stranded stitching in the background. So no, I was doing all two-stranded. So of course I've run out of thread, haven't I, for this darker green. So I'm not sure what to do. I think I'll go to my local needlework shop with it. I think it might be a Madeira thread, just by chance see whether I can match it up. Or I might restart it. I thought if I find the kit in another place, I have seen it on eBay and I bid for it, but I missed out, and I'd just restart it and do it properly. So that's going into the UFO pile for now. And there was another one that I've lost. I've put it somewhere at the back, and it was a Bucella kit called Christmas House, and I just let that go to the side too. So there are a couple of things I want to work on this year. So in 2016, I did make some plans and they weren't all successful. So the things that weren't successful, I'll list now because you might be interested. So I had wanted to start my mini chatelaine pattern called Mini Castle L, and I'll put a photo in now of what it looks like. I'm going to stitch this in 2017. I'm going to start it. I can't say I'm going to finish it. My 2016 plans included working more on classic book spines. This one didn't happen. I had thought I would finish my the mini Alice and Snow White, and unfortunately I didn't succeed. I thought I'd finish that by mid-2016. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, I didn't. But I'm nearly there. I'll finish it by the end of January. I thought I would stitch one block a month of Santa's Village, and I didn't. Can I do it this year? Maybe. If I put some Q-snaps on it so it's ready to go, and a grime guard so I don't have to wash it so it doesn't get dirty in my grimy hands, I will hopefully do it. I had some possible new starts as well, and I only started one of them. So anyway, something. What were my new starts? Okay, so I might tell you my new starts now. My new starts were the Heaven and Earth 4 Seasons. That was that Yerka pattern I showed you. I started Santa's Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. I did the anniversary gift for my parents. I did the secret block. I did started Celtic Christmas, and I started Foxgloves. So that's 6 new starts. All right. So what did I succeed in 2016? I finished the Prairie School alphabet. Yay! And I finished the Chatelaine freebie. A little yay. I did a lot of stitching on the Enchanted Mermaid. Yay! I finished the Fox, and I finished the Chateau. And I had great progress on Promises Kept. Yay! So I'm actually really pleased. When I look back, I actually think, yeah, I did accomplish a lot. So my 2017 goals. I'm going to finish Mini Alice and Snow White by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm going to finish my first Mirabilia, the Enchanted Mermaid. I am going to finish Bothy Threads Pirate Ship. Cut Through Pirate Ship. I'm going to finish Shores of Hawk Run Hollow, maybe. I know I will finish Promises Kept, and I will finish the Foxgloves. There I've got all of those things. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 whips I'm going to finish. Wow. I'm going to start 2 chatelaines. So as I said, in September I went with my husband, just the two of us. We left the children at home with a babysitter, and we went to we went to Italy for 2 weeks for our 20th wedding anniversary. And we had a day trip through Tuscany. We'd stayed at Florence for 4 nights, and then we did this day trip, and I went to Siena, San Gimignano, Pisa. And then I came home, got on the Chatelaine website, and found Tuscany Town Mandala has the Duomo at Florence, Siena, San Gimignano, and Pisa. So I'm going to do that, because what a lovely memorial piece for my holiday. I'm kitting it up right now. I've also got Mini Castle, L, and I'm going to finish that. Mark my words. And that should be easy to kit up, because I should be able to get the things in my local Needleworks shop when she opens. She's still shut after Christmas. I'm hopefully going to make some new starts, and I'm going to try and do the new starts in the Stitch Mania group on the 17th of each month. My birth date is the 17th. And it's 2017, so I'm saying that's a big sign. I'm going to do that. Unfortunately, I doubt on my actual birthday, August the 17th, I will be probably too busy to actually start something. Then again, I'm going to take the day off work, can't I? And I can do it in the morning. All right, that's a deal. 17th of August, my birthday, I'm starting a new project. Here are the possible new starts on those months. Well, I have to, now I've committed. I have to do a new start on the 17th of each month. Goodness knows how many whips that will get me up to. But I have really cut back on my whips this year. As I said, I only have 12 going into 2017, and I started off with 17 at the start of the year, so there you go. So I am keen on Christmas at Hawkrun Hollow. I'm going to insert a photo of this project. This is Designworks, the 12 Days of Christmas, and Ms. Oh So Crafty has stitched this. So if you follow her, if you haven't seen her video, go check it out. It's a fabulous project. I'm going to start Sleepy Hollow by Glendon Place that I've just put into my stash. I bought it on the Black Friday sale from Colour Cascades Fabric. Hi, Tracy. All right, I'm going to insert a photo of Sleepy Hollow. I want a Halloween project for the year, and that's my Halloween project. I'm going to start the Heirloom Nativity Sampler by the Victoria Sampler, and I'll insert a photo of that. I'm also going to start French Fancies, which is a project out of Cross Stitcher magazine, April 2016. I'm going to start a Teresa Wensler, and I will choose a small one called a Petite, and it's of a peacock, and I'll insert a photo now. I'm going to start another Hade, bless me, and it's called Once Upon a Fairy Tale, and I'll insert a photo now. My friend Sarah from Tipsy Stitcher, hi Sarah, and I are going to start it at some point together, maybe in Stitch Mania. I am going to start the Mirabilia Snow Queen. I love her, and I'll insert a photo now. So there you go, and I don't think, is that 12 starts? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 new starts. So I will have another couple in my stash that I'll have to bring out towards the end of the year. So that's exciting. So thanks for hanging around. If you've reached the end of the video and listening to my 2016 progress and my 2017 plans, I hope I get lots more time this year to make videos and catch up with you all. I watch FlossTube constantly, even if I'm not posting videos. I love all the new people that have come on, and I look forward to lots of new people starting. So please, if you think you might want to do a video, yes, just do it and see how you go. FlossTube's fabulous, and it's basically my TV now. I wish you all a happy new year, and I hope you all have a fabulous stitching year, and I look forward to seeing you throughout the year.